Now What, Grad? Your Path to Success After College. Second edition by Chris Palmer. Narrated by Greg Tremblay. Preface. The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but it is too low and we reach it. Michelangelo. As the student came into my office, I immediately could see that something was wrong. She was pale and her shoulders sagged. "Are you okay?" I asked. "Not really," she said. "I'm graduating in 2 months and I don't have a job. I've been looking everywhere and networking like crazy, but nothing is panning out for me. I can't find a job." One of my top students, Paige Jones, was editor-in-chief of American University's newspaper, The Eagle, and a double major in journalism and international relations. She was a hard-working, accomplished student, but she was plagued by her biggest fear about the future, that she wouldn't be able to start a career when she graduated, that she would have failed. Overwhelmed by the difficulties facing her, she was exhausted after trying to navigate today's workplace. "It's scary to think I might graduate without a job, despite all the hard work I put into my classes, my work, and the Eagle," she told me. Sadly, this student is not alone in feeling somewhat despondent as graduation from college approaches. Another of my excellent students, Kevin Borrow, a graduating senior who had double majored in film and business administration, told me that failing was also his greatest concern. "I fear being unable to find where I belong in this world and ending up in a position that isn't fulfilling." Similarly, Jacob Motz, who double majored in film and political science, and was yet another of my outstanding students, said that his fiercest anxieties focused on two possibilities: that he would not find work after graduation, or that he would, but his first job would fail to meet his ambitions. Jacob: "One of the most significant things I've learned at AU is the importance of community. Each school, each fraternity, each club, each group of friends offers a safety net for life's disappointments and a platform to celebrate life's joys. You need a community to support you, to motivate you, and to love you in the good times and the bad." He worried that he wouldn't find that kind of community outside of college. Berna Elibayuk, another of my top graduate students, told me that soon after graduating, she began sending her resume to apply for all the internship and part-time positions she could find that related to her major. She assumed she would be able to at least find a good internship position at a graphics company. Instead, she received emails and phone calls saying she was potential employee material, but then lost out at the very end every time. "The roads to success were all paved before me, but as soon as I walked down one, I would end up right back where I started," she told me. The constant job searches drained her mental and physical energy. Not only did she tire from filling out long applications and answering broad and lengthy job questions, but her emotional state flipped inside out. "I was in turmoil," she said. "I kept asking myself, am I not good enough? I was a straight A student who produced quality work, so why wasn't I getting job offers? I felt stuck with no ideas about what to do next." Other students have told me, "I am deeply afraid that all the effort, time, and investment my family has so generously placed in me will be wasted, and I will not achieve anything significant. My biggest fear about the future is not being successful and failing to make it in the real world. I'm afraid that the film industry won't understand who I am as a filmmaker. My biggest worry is not ever finding out how I will impact the world and not doing anything worthy of me. And I'm terrified of graduating from college as a humanities major. I have no idea where I am going to be this time next year." At a recent graduation ceremony, I asked the assembled students to put up their hands if they felt apprehensive about the future and worried that it may prove difficult and challenging. Virtually all raised their hands. Far too many students and recent graduates like Paige, Kevin, Jacob, and Berna, and perhaps like you, are deeply worried about the future. Those of us who teach can do a lot to help our students allay these fears by guiding them toward valuable technical skills. For example, in my field, I can teach animation, cinematography, editing, interactive media, transmedia, participatory media, and immersive media. I can help build student competence on digital devices, social media, mobile apps, and augmented reality. I can work with maturing communications experts to create meaningful and purposeful media through visual and oral storytelling. Other fields offer their own unique sets of skills, techniques, and knowledge that professors can teach. But in the real world, technical know-how alone does not ensure a successful career, not least because whatever technical skills a student possesses at graduation will soon be outdated. Young people need to learn how to succeed. They must sharpen their soft skills, how to collaborate, how to take initiative and be lifelong learners, how to be adaptable, resilient, and resourceful, how to be ambitious, confident, and assertive, and how to live with honor and integrity. They must learn how to be professionals. Professionalism involves civility, courtesy, a solid work ethic, balance, networking, and strong communication skills. Professionals acknowledge and learn from mistakes, act as team players, consistently give their best effort, always treat others with respect. This has been a presentation of Vibrant's promises. Now, what Grad? Our students must learn success after leaders. College, second edition. Leadership requires entrepreneurial and critical thinking skills, as well as for more information on related titles and from Vibrant's Press and time management. Please visit us online. A leader must be a skilled, persuasive communicator, ready to think what big Grad and boldly, but also to listen. By Chris Palmer. Team building skills, mentoring, published by arrangement with Roman and Littlefield. Production perhaps copyright, the most important characteristics of a leader are the ability to take initiative and follow a moral compass. Students must seize opportunities and make things happen. They must be willing to work hard. They must learn how to serve as exceptional employees and how to run a business wisely. They need to know how to persevere and stay focused despite setbacks and rejections. They should network relentlessly and effectively so they can find new opportunities and tap into the best financial resources. Most importantly, students must know how to build and maintain long-term, happy, healthy, fulfilling relationships with other people based on mutual respect. They need to mold themselves into human beings with great integrity, trustworthiness, reliability, decency, ability, and a great work ethic so people want to work with them. In journalist Paul Tuff's best-selling book, How Children Succeed, he argues that simply teaching cognitive skills such as math and reading to young children isn't nearly enough. He contends that the most important things to develop in children are non-cognitive skills, that is, character traits such as integrity, self-control, self-discipline, focus, resilience, efficiency, ambition, perseverance, and resourcefulness. What is true for children is also true for college students. The failure of advanced education to teach students, especially graduating college seniors, the fundamentals of building a successful career marks a great shortcoming. Professors give students job skills, but generally neglect to give them job-getting skills. I wrote this book to help young people, like you, develop the aptitude and proficiency necessary for success in the work world. In this text, I share the experiences of students and recent graduates while offering advice and practical tips for succeeding in the workforce and in life. As for Paige, Kevin, Jacob, and Berna, before the end of the book, I'll tell you how they are doing. Acknowledgements. I am grateful to the many students and former students who have shared with me their fears, questions, and successes. Their stories in this book show that today's job market can pose a difficult challenge to new college graduates looking for work. But these stories also illustrate the resilience and resourcefulness that students practice in tackling these challenges head-on. I have been struck by the wisdom in their reflections on what they've learned and achieved. I want to thank the many writers